What's the difference? The difference is that unlike unlike LLX and other VA courses, here we have live interactive small group sessions. So at the end of this session, I'm going to be selecting only a few persons that I'm going to work with for the rest of the month because there's so much to talk about, there's so much to train on, and it's a 4 weeks course, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it on my socials already before joining the group. It's a 4 weeks training. So at the end of this training, it's only a few persons that I'm going to work with. And that is what I do every month. I take only a handful of people and work with them because I already have a lot on my plate. And if I have so many people in the community, there's no way I'll be able to pay attention to everyone. So I take only a handful of persons. And because of that, it's interactive. You have a one-on-one access to me. You can ask me questions, you can get feedback, and I am sharing real life issues, real life struggles as a Nigerian that has worked remotely for several years. And I'm telling you things that you should avoid, and I'm telling you strategies and ways that you can easily get a remote job. That is what makes this different. So people can unmute, ask questions just like you guys are talking with me now. Is the same thing. Now, unlike LLX or Udemy, this is not a watch and struggle kind of training. It's not a training where I give you the course, right? It's like having a mentor in front of you. Another thing is that I teach you remote work using examples that matter to Nigerians, using my experiences as a Nigerian, using my everyday struggles as a Nigerian so that you can avoid them and get a job faster. I also teach you how to get clients who trust Nigerians, how to get clients that hire from Nigeria, how to handle payment issue, how to handle interview questions, blah, blah, blah. That is where the ongoing mentorship comes in. So what that means is that after the 4 weeks training, there's also ongoing mentorship. So if you have an interview, if you're applying for a job and you're not sure, you can always come to me or you can always send a chat in the community and other people will respond to you, right? So this is something that other platforms or other VA courses do not give. Another thing is that the training is going to focus on your mindset and confidence building because I feel like a lot of people are not able to get jobs or are not able to go past the interview stage because they don't believe or have the confidence that they can actually get a job. Some of you, once you see a job that is offering 10 and $15 per hour, your body will start to shake. You will start to be shake because in your mind, you don't already calculate $15 per hour. Say you're getting paid $15 per hour, you're working 40 hours in a week. At the end of the month, you're getting paid over 2 million. Your body will start shaking because you cannot imagine you making that kind of amount. You cannot conceive yourself making that kind of amount. So you will fumble in the interview and lose the job to somebody who is more confident. Some of you, your problem is white person. Once you see white person, you immediately start thinking that they are more superior to you. That one too, we're going to get rid of that in the training. Okay, so another thing is personalized support. I've already talked about that. We're going to do CV review, Upwork profile review, LinkedIn review. And again, don't forget that there are several other jobs. The problem you guys are making is that you focus on Upwork and LinkedIn. The only way you can get the best out of LinkedIn at the moment is if your location is not showing Nigeria, one, and then if you already carved a niche for yourself on the platform. If you're a beginner, you cannot succeed on LinkedIn. So we're going to be reviewing all of those things. We're going to be support after training. I've talked about that, access to class recordings for a period of more than 6 months after the training is over, and ongoing mentorship. Okay. Now, people don't pay for courses, they pay for guidance and accountability. You need somebody to hold you accountable. You need somebody to tell you what to do in different circumstances and different situations. Okay. You need somebody to tell you how to handle a client because they are going to be dealing with different mad people. So you need somebody with that experience to say, okay, this is how to do, this is what to do, this is how to respond. Do you understand? So I'm not teaching you how to only use tools like Hotspot. I'm teaching you how to get noticed. I'm teaching you how to get to stand out. what clients really want, and so many other things. And this is what you will not get with YouTube videos, LLX training, or all those other VA courses. Again, this training does not only focus on virtual assistance. We're training you on remote work. We're not just training you to be able to know how to manage calendar or emails. We're training you on other roles like operations, automation, support, and all of that. Okay. So you have a wealth of knowledge that other people do not have. That gives you an advantage over other people. I've worked with a lot of international clients for years. I've faced exactly what you're about to face. I've trained hundreds of women already through Ace Africa. So my examples are not, oh, I heard it from somebody. Real life examples of my experiences. Okay. Now, let me say this. Somebody is still writing on my screen. Somebody is still clicking on the annotation button. So let me just say this. Whenever I make a post about remote work, I get a lot of chats or a lot of DMs with women, especially ladies, telling me that they're interested, they want to chat with lonely old men and make money online, and they want to do surveys. See, if you're looking for how to chat with lonely old men, this training is not for you. This training is for people that want to build a career. We're not teaching you how to chat with lonely old men. We're not teaching you how to do online surveys. We're teaching you real skills that can get you real jobs. Okay, so that is what this training is for. That is what the training is going to be. The training is going to be for 4 weeks again. And even if I wanted to do Christmas for everybody and teach you everything for free, I will not be able to leave here today or tomorrow. It's a 4 weeks comprehensive training. And that is why I'm going to be taking only a few persons for a one-on-one mentorship. I believe that those of you in the training, you've gotten value already up until now, and you're still going to get value. Okay. Now, I usually do not take students in December. We do not usually hold trainings in December. But there's one thing that I've noticed, and is that a lot of e-commerce companies, you guys know what e-commerce companies are, right? If you don't know, you're going to be working with them. E-commerce companies like Temu, all those kind of e-commerce outlets, they hire a lot of people in December. Why? Because this is a period of high demand. Starting from November, December, January, it's a period of high demand. Why? Because people are shopping for last few days was Thanksgiving. November 22nd is November 27th is Thanksgiving. So people are shopping for Thanksgiving, people are shopping for Christmas, people are shopping for New Year. So they're looking for support persons that will come in for that period of time. So your best bet to get a job fast is now. That is why we decided to open up this training so that our students can take advantage of that. If we say, oh, let's wait till January or let's wait till February to do the training, some of you would have gone to the village and spent all your money, or you would have spent all your salary, and then you will now realize that January has 90 days. So that's why we want to take this training in December, so that you can take advantage of what is happening in the job market. Do you guys understand? All right. So now, to be honest, then there's one e-commerce company I worked with. The company is in the UK. They're hiring, and I sent the link to my alumni students, to the community. So I believe that some of the students will get in, and I'm really rooting for them. I believe they'll get in. Okay, so now what exactly am I going to be teaching you in 4 weeks? What exactly am I going to be teaching in 4 weeks? I'm going to be teaching you customer support, admin support, operational support, no-code automation, workflow processes and tools, technical support, how to create payment details and what payment details work for you as a Nigerian, technical support, I've mentioned that already, CRM and project management tools, how to write job proposals and cover letters. There are two different things, right? If you've not gotten a job as of now, it means there's something you're not doing right. That is what it simply means. We're going to revamp your CV. There's a standard for CV in 2025, an 8 years friendly CV. There's a standard for it. Some of you are using CVs of 2000s to apply for a job, and that's why you're not getting a job. Why are you having your religion in your CV? Why are you putting sex female in your CV? Why are you putting all your kingsmen there? All your uncles why are they on your CV? That is the problem. We're going to be training you on general virtual assistance. What that means is that it's not just the basics, general virtual assistance, okay? We're going to be training you on Google Workspace, Dropbox, cloud storage, and so many of those things. I can't list everything here. Again, it's a 4 weeks training, okay? And then the most important thing is that we'll show you where to apply. Because I think most of you, the issue you're having is where to apply. Now, the thing is, I'm going to be selecting only a few persons, and it's going to be on first come, first serve basis. Again, I just need a few persons for the 4 weeks training so that I can give them my full attention. And everything I just listed above is going to be for 50,000 naira. So the whole things, everything I listed above is 50,000 naira. Again, the training is just for 50,000 naira for just few persons. I think we are over 30 here. And I just need 10 people. Again, it's a one-on-one training, so just 10 people, and I'm going to close the registration. So if you're here and you want to get a remote job before the year runs out, you should go ahead and make a payment right now. I'm going to close the registration immediately after this training. Mary, please remind me to close the registration after this training. And if you have any issues and you cannot reach me, you can reach Mary. And if you send her a message after the registration has been closed, she's not going to answer you. Maybe you come back next year, but not this year again. So whatever opportunities are available for you this year, you must have missed it. See, I keep saying that sometimes it's not like something is wrong with you. It's because you have not known how to position yourself. You don't know how to take advantage of things, right? And that's why things keep passing you by and it looks like nothing is working for you. So if you really, really want a remote job and you're tired of searching, or you're tired of managing that your salary or earning in Naira, then you should go ahead and make payment. And while we're at it, these are the payment details. You can copy them, take notes. I'm not going to paste the payment details in the chat box. I'm just going to leave it displayed on the screen here. And so while you're making payment to reserve your slot, I'm going to be taking a couple of questions from you. I told you guys to come with your questions, okay? So you can go ahead and start dropping your questions in the chat box. Now, let me be very clear. Again, I'm not looking to work with too many people, just a few persons, and I'm going to close the registration, okay? Now, somebody may be asking, why not LLX virtual assistant training? Or why can't I even watch YouTube videos? Because maybe I can watch YouTube videos and get what I want to get. My dear, I have been there, I have done that. And I know how many years it took me. Okay, so the issue is that you do not understand that YouTube does not have a structure. All those other trainings do not have a structure. You don't know what to learn and you don't know what actually gets you hired. And that is where Ace Africa comes in because I've been there, I have done that. YouTube does not have accountability. YouTube does not have feedback. There's no community. See, a lot of my students have gotten jobs through other students, and I always encourage, what is it called? I always encourage, there's a word I'm looking for. Partnerships. I always encourage friendliness in the group because you don't know who will get a job and you don't know who is, because once they get a job and they represent well, the company will definitely want them to suggest or recommend other people that are as good as they are. And where do you think they'll go to? They'll come to the group because in the group, they have people that are trained and people who know exactly what they're doing. So they'll come to the group and look for somebody that has been active, somebody that is friendly, somebody that has been contributing to outsource the job to them because they know that with this person can come and deliver and the person will not ruin their reputation. So they're not going to carry the job and give to their family members that don't know anything about IT support. They'll bring the job to the group. Do you understand? So you don't have a community on YouTube. You don't have people outsourcing jobs on YouTube. That is one of the advantage you get here. Another thing is that there are sometimes that I take up more jobs that than I can handle. Like currently, I'm doing 4 jobs. If I get another invite to interview for a job, I'm definitely not going to be doing that job myself because I cannot do 5 jobs. Even these 4 jobs, one of my students is helping me with one of the jobs. It just gets really overwhelming sometimes. So when that time comes, where do I look? I look within the Ace Africa community. So it's easier for you to get jobs within a community. Okay. Again, you don't have interview prep support, you don't have application support, and you don't have that ongoing support because it's not just about getting the offer letter. One of my students got an offer letter and lost the job within 3 days. I think I made a video on it. If you watch my TikTok videos, I made a video on it. She lost that job within 3 days because she didn't even come to me when she had a problem. I didn't even know she had a problem. She didn't come to me. It was when she lost the job that she came to me and was crying in my DM. And I just had to console her. So the bottom line is that YouTube only gives you information. YouTube and other VA courses only give you information. They do not give you transformation. Do you understand the gist? So that's why you need to take advantage of this. That's why the Ace Africa training is here to help you land that remote job. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking your questions. We are out of time. We're out of time. If you've not copied the account details, copy it because I want to move it to the next slide. Let me come back to Zoom to take your questions. Let me come back to Zoom to take your questions. Okay, yeah. Okay. So somebody is asking, do we get certificate after the training? Yes, you're going to get certificate after the training. And I encourage you that once you start the training, start putting it on your socials. Start putting it on TikTok, put it on Facebook, put it on whatever social platform you are on, because you need to start selling yourself. You need people to trust that. See, it's not about, there are some people that are less deserving of, there are some people that are doing things that you can do, but you feel like the reason why you're not where you are or you're not in that position is because you've limited yourself in different ways. Okay, Chris said, Chris, you did La Buena Vida. Hey, well done. Well done. Are you still doing it? So, uh, Aisha says she doesn't have a LinkedIn account. Okay, you don't have to have a LinkedIn account to get remote work. Is there any kind of certificate or knowledge one must have before joining the training? No, that is the whole essence of the training. We start from the basics. So the training covers beginner and intermediate level, right? There's some things in the training that are a little bit advanced, but I always make sure to break it down for everybody to understand. So if you have a question, you can always call us back. Do not be scared of asking questions. Do not be shy. Somebody that asks questions does not miss road. Have you heard in the talker? If you ask questions, you will not miss road. So the training is from beginner to intermediate to advanced, okay? So you don't have to have any form of training or certificate to be able to take this training. What is the time frame required per day for 1 month training? Now, the training days are going to be determined by the students via majority vote. So we just basically vote in the group. And if you guys want the training on weekends, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we'll also vote for the time but if it conflicts with my own schedule, then we would have to adjust, okay? Blessing, you say you cannot hear me. Can everybody hear me clearly? Blessing, if you cannot hear me, you might have to log out and log back in. I think it's your network. What if I don't have money now to pay for the training? I don't like hearing things like this, Abigail, because it used to trigger me. What do you mean you don't have money? You don't have 50,000. You should not even be saying you don't have 50,000. It should be a thing of shame. If you don't have 50,000, it means you're not angry enough. Because what do you mean? 2025 is about to finish. You want to enter 2026 not having 50,000? Like, what do you mean? Don't even say that. We don't used to condone that kind of small thinking. We want people that are willing to do whatever it takes to move from where they are to the next level. So if you don't have 50,000 and are not willing to get 50,000 to pay for the training, quietly exit the meeting. You are not the people we are looking for. We want people that are zealous. Because see, if you're not zealous, you cannot get into remote work. You must be hungry enough. If you're not hungry enough, who is to say that in the course of the training you will not drop out? Or who is to say that when you get one or two rejections, you will not leave it and go about the so you have to be hungry enough, you have to be zealous, you have to be angry with yourself. That is the only way. You think to make 2, 3 million naira in a month now beans? If it was beans, everybody will be making it. It takes a certain category of people to make that amount of money. It's not for everybody. Do you get? It takes somebody that is hungry enough, somebody that is tired of being tired, somebody that is zealous, somebody that is willing to do whatever it takes. Those are the people that make that kind of money on a monthly basis. If it was easy, everybody would be making it. So you need to be hungry enough, okay? I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that. Can the deadline be extended till tomorrow? I don't know about that. I don't know. Please, can the payment be cut down or paid? You cannot, the payment cannot be cut down. Everything that is we are going to be training you on is more than 200,000. There are some people that collect 200,000 from you. I am only training you for 50,000. Next year, this training might be $100 or $70. I'm thinking of moving it to $70 because if you get one job today, let's say as a beginner, you get a job that is paying you $5 per hour and you're working, or let's say $7 per hour, and you're working 40 hours in a week. What that means is that you're making over $1 million every month. And you want to be pricing a training of 50,000 naira. You can't be serious. This is not crayfish we are selling. You need to be able to know the value of what you're paying for. Okay. So in a month, you're able to make ×5 of what you're going to pay for the training. That's why I need to increase the training, the pricing for this training. I need to increase it next year. So Gloria, thank you for sharing this. It's been enlightening. I would like to pay and join this community, but can just my phone, you see, there are jobs you can do with your phone, right? There are jobs you can do with your phone, but you need to start making active moves to get a laptop. Because if you're only relying on your phone, you're going to be limited. Like customer support, for instance, you cannot do it with your phone. But you can do email management, you can do social media management. So all those small jobs, you can do it with your phone while you save money to get a laptop. See, if you get a job today, within 2 weeks, you should have enough money to get a laptop. So what else? There's somebody is asking, under the frequently asked questions, somebody says, do I have to have knowledge of IT? No, you don't have to have knowledge of IT. I studied accounting. I did network marketing. There was nothing like IT inside. Okay, you just have to have the zeal to learn. Okay, do we give you a job? We can only recommend. We don't give jobs, we can only recommend and outsource when the opportunity comes. You will take what you've learned from the training and you apply for jobs on the platform that we show you. Okay, what else? What is the recommended laptop spec? A Core i5, Windows 10 or above, 400 gram ROM, or 400 gig ROM, or 4 gig RAM. If you don't have this, anything you have can suffice. How long does it take before one gets a job? It depends on you. There are some of my students have gotten jobs before the training was over. There are some people that got jobs after the training was over. There are some people that got jobs 3 months, 6 months. If you go to my socials, I shared some testimonies there. A lady said she did not get a job until after 1 year of taking the training. Somebody else did not get a job until after 6 months. Somebody else got a job before the training was over. So it's all dependent on you. Again, a job is not going to fall on your lap. It's you that will take everything I'm teaching you and apply it. Okay? Do I need what else? Do you get a certificate? I've answered that already. A certificate will be issued to you. So we are far out of time, and I'm going to be ending the training. Chris, you said your network is bad. You do not get, what is the time frame required for one more training and a remote job? I said that I answered the question, but you didn't, I think you didn't hear. So I said the training is going to be determined by the students. We're going to vote, and then the students will choose the days that is convenient for them and the time that is convenient for them as well. So that is how we do it in the community. All right, so now in the absence of any other questions, if you have any other questions, you can reach out to Mary and she will respond to you on WhatsApp. Um, Somebody says, can I extend the time? So let me just say from now till tomorrow. Should I say 9 to 2? Now to tomorrow or 9 now till 12 midnight. I'm not sure. Let's say now till tomorrow morning. Okay. After that, I'm going to close the registration. So thank you guys for being part of this training. I hope you got value. Michael, Abigail, Adebola. Your name is your name Adebola? Why is, do you bear Ikeja? I'm saying Adebola or Lainka Ikeja, or is that your location? Then Boluwatife, Blessing, Shakirat, Opeyemi, Akinsola Michael, Chris Edafe, Emmanuel, Francis, Gift, Gloria, Eso, Aisha, Lovina, Mary Best, Peter, Oluwabomi, Ransom, Enoch, Raymond, Vivo, what is your name? And finally, Mary, who is logged in as Ace Africa. Thank you guys for staying till now. I will see you in the community. I'll see you on the group. I didn't share testimonies of past students here because it was going to take so much time, but I'm going to be sharing it on the group. And so I'll see you guys on the group. I'm ending the meeting now. Thank you for being a part of this training. Bye, everyone.
Bye.